All right. Should be working now. If I can move that, whatever, it could stay in frame. All right. Hello, everyone. We're doing a live stream. So I've been saying I want to do live streams more often. I just haven't been able to. Been busy, but had some free time. Maybe we'll do a few this week. Get on a roll and get some live streams going because this was fun last time I did it. I was thinking this time we can go over the last video we just uploaded on Friday and maybe answer some questions and give you a behind the scenes look at how we make the video and how the editing process looks. Like we can look at the Premiere Pro timeline and go over how we construct the videos. Well, I'm not going to be actively editing a video in this episode, in this live stream, but yeah, we can go over what's already there. Thanks Beluga Studios for the $10 super chat. It's awesome. Thanks. Yeah. Let me read chat. Someone talking about TikTok. Yeah, I did start uploading to TikTok actually. I posted a few videos. So that is there if you guys are on TikTok. Mythical Visuals. Thanks so much. You're going to join Patreon. Awesome. Thanks. Anything, like honestly, all these videos are made possible with the support of you guys. So, you know, the more supporters, the more videos and the more quality and stuff we can upgrade to. The last video, when was the last video recorded? The last video was recorded a couple years ago. We're like starting to get our backlog to be quite extensive. So yeah, that was a few years ago. We have videos from 4 years ago that we probably are gonna upload sometime soon. So maybe we'll be posting those. Let me turn a fan on, it's kind of hot. Yeah, nice haircut. You mean like lack of haircut? I need to get a haircut, but I just haven't. Yeah, so I have the project open in Premiere Pro right here. And so we edit all of our videos in Premiere Pro. And Will, thank you. How's it going? Little picture there. It's going well. We're just hanging out right now. How often do we explore videos? The cool dude asks. We explore in bulk. So we'll go out on a month or 2 month long trip and explore, and then, you know, take a few months off and just edit and post. Explore returns. Thanks so much. When do you reckon you'll come to England? We were planning to do Europe summer of 2020, but obviously that didn't happen, and I'm not even sure when 2021 is going to happen. Hopefully soon, but England is on the list of places to go. I'm gonna pop out the chat. There we go. I feel like I'm like looking over here too much, but the cameras look there. Sick transitions, yeah. Forgotten buildings. I was playing with OBS. I've been trying to make it more set up from streaming. I need to do something about the background. It's not centered, but like the way this room is set up, that's the only place my desk is at. I don't know if maybe I'll stream at an angle. I do have this view, so you could see like my setup. I kind of have this corner, but Snake is in there, and then, you know, the opposite wall is just the windows, but they're not centered on this wall because I have the door for the room next to my desk over there. It is what it is. Let's just go into Premiere. I mean, I just showed it for half a second before. So this is Premiere. We edit all our videos here. This was honestly a pretty basic edit. I did it fairly quick. Michael did the beginning part of it, and then I did the ending and finished it off. We finished it pretty quick, especially because The previous water park video was supposed to go up on or right before Christmas, but with the holiday delays, it ended up going up on the 30th. And we wanted to maintain our 2-a-month schedule, so we decided to, finish this off quicker and get this up on our original planned date for, it was the 8th was when this one went up. Beluga Studios, thanks for another super chat. Allentown is gone. Yeah, Allentown is gone. Officially, the entire main building has been demolished. I don't know if I have any pictures ready to pull up, but it does suck. It was a fantastic building, and I'm glad we were able to see inside. Like that's pretty much it. There was really nothing anyone could have done to save that. Explorer returns. Thanks for the super chat. When you road trip to other countries, do you do your own research and wing it, or do you get tip-offs of local explorers? It's a little bit of both. When we went to Europe last, we met up with BWT, Broken Window Theory guys, and but we did a bunch on our own as well. And we did ask around, but we also, did our own research to make sure that what we knew about the place was up to date. James Taylor, thanks for coming to Wilson, North Carolina. That was a long time ago, that mall. But yeah, we were there. Yeah, this video is up on the main channel right now. It's been up for a few days, and it is a good old asylum adventure. This one we had on the map for a while, but we never went. There was always some weird issue with cars or security on the property, but we had everyone together. This was with Chris and Ryan and a friend, Jasmine. We were all together and we explored the place. So yeah, it kind of ended up goofier than expected, like way goofier. We were originally intending to be like a serious video because, asylums have like pretty dark history. So thanks so much. I'm gonna mess up your name. Toan Ho says, hello, big fan of your channel, Urban Exploring. Do you do haunted videos or just urban exploring? We did do some haunted videos. We did the Bumps in the Night series, and that kind of was haunted in a way that we were looking for ghosts, but we were skeptics ourselves because we really don't believe in ghosts, and we were using it as a way to see if we could make ourselves believe. But we haven't done one in a while, not because we didn't like doing it, but because whenever we tried to film one, like it wasn't spooky enough, or like nothing happened, and it was just like a boring video of us waiting for something spooky to happen and nothing happens. So I feel like I came into this with the intention of going over this video, but the chat is not even on topic, but that's okay. We can go where the chat wants to do. Yeah. Any plans to come to the UK? We are planning to as soon as the lockdowns are lifted. Yeah, we want to. And Japan, we were just in Japan. We did the Royal Hotel over on Hachijo Island, but yeah, we would love to just travel, but currently it's difficult. All right, so I'm just gonna go into, I see people asking important questions like who triggered the alarm and how. Okay, so we always start with a drone and intro, just a little voiceover. Yeah, these steam tunnels were active and it was hot. There was boiling water coming out of these pipes in some spots. Yeah. So you could see just how fogged up my camera lens is here. That's just because it is so humid. The water is leaking out of the pipes and it's boiling. So of course there's steam. There's steam tunnels. And yeah. This actually was the beginning of the camera issues I was having. What happened was the A7S I was using since like 2015. I've been bringing it to places like this for years and years and years. I've shot in rain, I've shot in a hurricane, like it's been wet. And the buttons on it were not registering presses anymore. And they were doing like phantom presses. So whenever I was just like filming, it would decide to stop filming because it thought the record button was pressed. Or the ISO would just randomly start changing, and like I couldn't do anything on the camera. So it got worse and worse over the few years, but I ended up having all the buttons replaced. So that was the fix for that. There was literal water damage in the circuitry for the buttons. 80s Child, thanks so much for the super chat. We have an A7S Mark III. Yes, this is actually the A7S Mark III with the 24mm on it. I just have it set up right there because I had another camera and I can get a wider view. Yeah, that is the A7S III. That is everything filmed in second half of 2020 when they came out. So actually September is when this camera came out. Anything after that was filmed with this, which does not relate to when we upload videos. So this video we just uploaded is actually filmed with an A7S II. I'm using OBS Studio. Yeah, this is OBS Studio to stream. An O2 meter in the tunnel. We don't, but this tunnel wasn't like a mine or a cave. This tunnel had like manhole covers that vented directly outside, and they were just uncovered. So yeah, they did it, there was fresh air in there. What lens do we use for the videos? For the videos, we use a 16-35 f4 Zeiss Sony lens. That's the main video lens, mainly because of how wide it is. F4 is kind of a downside, but we think having an F4 with OIS is better than the f2.8 without the OIS, and the f2.8 is twice as expensive. So we just stick with the 16-35, and it seems to do a good job, especially on the A7S. We just, we use up to like 51,000 plus ISO when we need to. So Explore Returns, thanks for the super chat. How much backlog do we have left? Quite a lot. We filmed like 40 videos in 2020, I think, between the beginning and end, maybe probably more. And we upload every 2 months, every month is 2 videos. So once every other week. There's plenty of backlog. What's in the aquarium? There is a ball python in there. He's always in his rock, so he's hiding. He's always hiding. Maybe I'll take him out. Was there an active building, or did they leave everything on? There is the center building here is actually active to a certain extent. There's like a couple hundred medical workers that work there, administrative reasons, but there's no patients here or anything. So I think this is the building that's still used. We didn't go in there, but yeah, it's pretty much mostly abandoned. All these buildings back here are the ones we were exploring, and they all had heat and power and everything. So do you intentionally delay the release of some videos? Steven asked with the super chat. Yes, we do. We actually sit on videos. Like this one's been sitting for a while. We do sit on videos a while, wait till it's either demolished or there's something going on where the place is not accessible anymore. That way stuff doesn't get blown up. We, like this place, didn't release any location info or say what place it is because we wanted to keep it, secret. What audio plugins we use for audio processing? We keep it pretty much simple. We just use compressors and just adjust audio levels as needed with keyframes. There's really not much else. We use the built-in Sony mics, and they're stereo, and they do a great job. We like to keep it simple. That way there's less to get messed up. If there's like external mics and external audio recorders, there's more chance of, especially when we're just gunning filming, like we can miss audio or miss something and then it's unusable. So we keep it simple and it works, never failed us yet. Was our intro song choice random? No, actually Michael made that song back like before we even had this channel, and then we used it and it stuck, and that's the intro song. Have you gone to Hotel Henry? Yes, we've stayed there, we've climbed the towers, and we filmed part of the abandoned part. We haven't posted the video yet, but as I was saying, we sit on videos for a while. We have a backlog, so I don't know when we're gonna post that, maybe sometime soon, maybe in months. We kind of want to explore the other half maybe before I post it. I don't know. People want to know what happened with the alarm. Okay, fine. Let's go to the end. I left a tiny bit in at the end. I didn't switch scenes back to the premiere. I need to get my macro pad working, but for now I'm all tabbing and switching scenes with my mouse. Yeah, so these are the fire alarms. No one pulled a fire alarm handle. Like, that's not what happened. What happened is there was a room with a, I don't think I have video of it. Let me check. Yeah, no. It literally goes from
the other side?
Us in the padded cell to just the alarms going off. Okay, so what happened is Ryan, I'm calling him out. Yeah, Ryan was in one of the rooms. There was a computer there, just like sitting connected to, it wasn't turning on, but there was a computer at a desk in a closet, and there happened to be an alarm panel in the same room. We thought, you know, it would be cool if the computer turned on. Like, this was around the same time we were at the other hospital with the computer that turned on. So Ryan started playing with it. And it just happened to be that the alarm panel, something was wired up to this computer, or like to the same area as the computer. So Ryan unplugged one of the power strips or the battery backup or something, which cut power to a couple things that were plugged into it. And that's what set off the fire alarms. Like, I'm not sure if that's like normal, but apparently fire alarms are like always going off there. Like, it's a common issue. And I was told that the city like doesn't shut them off, and like the owners don't shut them off. They just go off for like days and days and days, maybe months. Like, there's always fire alarms going off there. So it's not out of the ordinary for that place to have fire alarms going off, apparently. How is the keyboard working? Yeah, I actually, on last stream, we built this keyboard. I've been using it since we built it, and it's been solid. I mean, I actually have a bunch more stuff we're gonna build. T-Ho, that's what he wanted me to call him, says, Penhurst State School and Asylum, have we been? Thanks for the super chat. We have not been. That place, honestly, seems pretty tourist trap kind of for abandoned places. So we haven't really had it high on a priority list. There's plenty of other places we want to go to. Yeah. So I have a bunch of other keyboards. I have 2 others sitting over there that I could build. I was waiting on some more switch films, and I was lubing some switches off camera just so I could speed it up a little bit. But I do want to build more keyboards on stream, and I'm going to maybe later this week. If it wasn't for the bees at the blast furnace, we could have went up to the top. Yeah, I mean, literally, they were swarming. There was a huge nest, and there were clouds of them. So, like, we weren't going to mess with them, especially when we're that high up, and then there were that many bees. Like, they could do damage. Exploring with Nomad says I already blamed Ryan when he was talking crap on his bowling skills. Yeah, I saw on Instagram that you were talking about how he didn't get a strike, which he did. I only had it on phone video, but I didn't want to put phone video in the main video, so he only gets a spare in that. Yeah. The favorite asylum I've ever visited, that had to be Rockland. Rockland State Hospital. That doesn't exist anymore, which is why I'm name dropping it. But it wasn't even like, it was a good place. Like, it was good. It was a little vandalized by the time I got there, but it was one of my like first like, you know, asylums with like stuff in it untouched for the most part, like medical stuff in it. I mean, vandals kind of messed it up, so it wasn't untouched, but I feel like that was my favorite. I've only been once, and now it's gone. So never go back. Yeah. You see macro pad. No, I just have like a little in the mail. I'm gonna put together a little it's like a numpad but without the big enter key. So it has 24 keys on it, and I'm just gonna assign them. They just put mechanical switches on it and assign it with GMK as like high F keys and then map them to OBS. That way I can just switch between stuff. I'm just gonna put some gather on yellows because they're so cheap. Yeah, let's go back. So when we're editing, I have my video is the yellow and then Michael's is the blue. So that helps us differentiate when we're cutting quickly. This is an old project, so we literally go through these and drag them in one by one. But the newer projects with our new setups, we actually do have time code running. So we're able to drag them all from the bins up here into a timeline. Well, not drag, but we can create a sequence that syncs the time code between the two cameras, and then it creates a big, like, say we're exploring for 5 hours. There'll be 5 hours of footage in the timeline, all synced, all set up linearly, and then we cut it and then, you know, go from there, which sped things up a lot in our newer videos. So that is what we're doing now. But for the older ones, we literally went through and like constructed a timeline on our own. Nathan asked, just joined the stream. Are you thinking about live streaming or making macros for editing? Yeah, I was gonna use the macro pad for live streaming, maybe some editing tasks. But yeah, I'd be down to live stream me putting it together, since it is a kit and I'm gonna literally be soldering switches on it. That'll be fun. Cee Gee Adventures asks or says, your cinematic shots always look so crisp and detailed. What kind of frame rates do you guys shoot with, and what kind of post processing do you do? So we shoot everything at 4K, 30 FPS. It's just a standard for internet. Your monitor refreshes at 60 most likely, and then, you know, divide that by 2. It's 30. If you have 24, there's some stuttering if it's not played back at the same frame rate. So since everyone's consuming this on like home devices, like 30 makes sense. So it evenly divides into your 60 hertz monitor. For color correction, we just use S-Gamut 3 on the camera just because it's you know, easier. It's linear color. It's not a logarithmic, so it is linear. But we just use a very flat color profile, and then we just apply, this is a basic color correction, just contrast, bring the blacks back down, and maybe on certain ones like this, I would change like the color temperature because the fluorescents are just ugly. Like that even looks too yellow. I don't even know why I left that so yellow. Does this one have, yeah, you can see that it's green, and then I kind of brought it back down to a reasonable color there. Other than that, it's very, very basic. Like, it's just a simple, not even a lot, just color temperature, exposure, contrast, blacks, and saturation. And then add a little sharpening, because it's flat on the camera. It looks clear, yeah, it's 4K, so there is a lot of pixels, and it's just a very crisp looking sensor, and when we shoot flat, we can retain a lot of that detail. There's no ugly like post processing that happens in body, like when you see when you see cameras look too like contrasty, and then it like missing all the detail on the blacks or the highlights. Like, we like to have the control in post to recover some of that stuff. Like here I have this open, and if I go into exposure settings, I can go into highlights, and you can see these windows back here. I can recover quite a bit of information from these shots, just because we have the dynamic range there, because it's a flat profile. Engineer Isaac with the super chat asks, would you consider binaural audio? I don't know if we do binaural. We already do stereo mixing with the stereo mics on our cameras, but that's as far as we're gonna go. As I said, we like to keep things simple, just because introduce more gear and more like interfaces and more microphones, like that's just more to go wrong. And then when we're running gun shooting and we miss the audio, that footage is unusable and we can't replicate this. So we just keep it simple. That way we have no issues. There's audio for all the clips. We don't want to, we could do scratch audios, keep the built-in mics and have another mic, but that just adds more complexity. Have you seen those third-person cameras? I'm not sure. I mean, we've always thought about having another camera angle, but we already have two, so we kind of work with that. Do you have computer experience before editing your channel? Because I would charge friends to edit their projects. Liam asks that. I've had some experience editing, but I kind of learned as we went. Like, I was pretty new to editing. I mean, I was editing small stuff on my own, but when after doing this for like 4 or 5 years, however long it's been now, like that's just where I got all my skills. Like, just I progressively improved over time. Jonas says, wow, thanks for the super chat. Does COVID make issues with film planning? Yeah, we had plans to go to Europe and we had to cancel. We have delayed until further notice, so we're planning to do it hopefully end of 2021, but if not, it might have to wait till 2022 just because it's physically impossible with the lockdowns to travel. Yeah, so the bowling sequence was pretty cool. We were playing with these pin setters with this hospital that still had full electricity. So I always want to turn everything on when there's power. So I'm back here. Where are we at? There we go. There it is. And some of them weren't working. Like, their fuses weren't in some of them or something, but eventually we figured out that one of them worked, and it did set pins. So of course we had to use it and then bowl a few frames. Yeah, the spying scene. Yeah, I actually have clips from both of our cameras of us spying on each other through these slats in the bowling alley back there. Yeah, this hospital was from the 1930s, and this bowling alley had to be part of the original construction of the hospital, probably 30s, 40s. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, these are full manually controlled pin setters. Like, there'd be someone sitting back here. I don't know if we have a good shot of the steps where they'd be sitting. I don't know, but there's like, they'd be sitting like right here. You could see there's like a flat part. They'd literally be sitting there. You'd bowl your bowl. They'd pick the ball up, put it back on this track to send it back out, and they'd be physically by hand putting the pins into the pin setter. The Free Flyers, thanks for the super chat, asks, what camera do we use? This is an A7S II, and the new videos we've been shooting with an A7S III, so they're all A7Ss. Back until like 2015. Before that, we were using Canon, but the upgrade to A7S is huge, and you can easily tell which video is shot with what camera. Yeah, 2014, 2015 Canon cameras didn't shoot great video, so the Sony was a big upgrade. Let's see if I missed anything from chat. Urbex videos for VR. We did have a 360 camera a while ago. It's one of those first gen, 1080p 360, so it looks really shitty. Yeah, we do have that still somewhere. I don't know, but we didn't like shooting with it. It was just not. We liked making videos, and we lost like all control over how things are framed, of course. So we just shoot, standard, because that way we can, frame the shots as we want. What state? Will Hilton Kent asks, what state am I in? I'm in New York right now. Michael's still in Florida. He's trying to move up here, so. How many people do we usually explore with? I want to say it's just us two, but you know, it's fun to explore with friends. We goof around, like clearly in this video, we're goofing around, but yeah. This was with like 3 other people. When I do scene transitions, my mic cuts out for 300 milliseconds. That is good to know. Let's fix that. All right, that should fix it. Thanks for letting me know. The water park where we ran into the cops was wild. Yeah, we can go back to that video if you guys want. There's literally like nothing else had happened. Like he asked us a few questions, and then yeah, we answered them honestly. Said we came into the open door. We were there for like an hour or so, and that's it. They let us go. Have you used a pocket cinema camera from Blackmagic Design? I haven't personally used one. I really don't experiment with camera equipment that much. I just use my Sony cams. Yeah. The water tower camping video. You mean the radar tower? That was a radar tower from the Cold War. But yeah, that was really fun. How do we like the A7S III? Brian asks, yeah, we loved our A7S IIs. Like they did pretty much everything great except autofocus and a touchscreen. So the A7S III having better exposure control, having high frame rate 120, like 120 FPS 4K, and amazing autofocus just kind of completes the package. Other than that, it's very similar. The colors are a lot better with the 10-bit. That's awesome. We've been shooting 10-bit 4K 30 FPS in 140 megabit per second. So that's the codec we've been using, H.264. Harrison asks, is there anything bugged about using the A7S II? Is the A7S III much better in regards to usability? I've been considering buying an A7S II, but I'm hesitant because it's a 4 to 5 year old camera. If you want a camera under $2,000, I think they're under $2,000 now, right? The A7S II is fantastic. Like, I loved it. I really don't see a huge difference in picture quality to the A7S III. So the camera itself, the picture quality is comparable. The autofocus, as I said before, the new batteries, so they last way longer, and just like overall ergonomics of some buttons and stuff, that's the main changes. The 10-bit color is fantastic, but yeah. I don't think my capture card is 10-bit, so this is probably 8-bit HDMI output, but this is an A7S III, and it looks great. Like, this is shooting in our normal picture profile. And let me turn off my color correction. So this is the flat profile right here, and it's not logarithmic, sorry. It's linear color, but it's just flat with minimal contrast and minimal sharpening. So that way we have the most dynamic range, and then we just correct it by adding that stuff back in post depending on how we feel we need it. So that just adds the blacks, brings the blacks down, adds contrast, and changes the gamma a bit. That way it looks sharp. Other than that, that's it. Thanks for the super chats, Benjamin. Says the latest Asylum is excellent. Specs of the PC you edited on. Did I build it? Yeah, this is my PC. I built it in 2017, so it's been quite a few years. The only upgrade I did was add some more RAM and USB add-in card because I have just so much stuff connected to it. But yeah, it's running a Ryzen 1800X and it's GTX 1080. It's gonna be time to upgrade soon, especially with these 10-bit, 422 video files that we've been throwing at it. It does struggle a little bit at this point. Like, that's why we've been doing proxies on everything, just because this video was the 420 8-bit color, so the proxies helped a tiny bit. Like, I could still scrub without the proxies, but the A7S, I just remembered, I I gotta switch back. I'm bad at this. The A7S III does struggle with scrubbing a lot more than this camera. And all these video clips are coming over the network. I have coming off the file server. And now I broke it. Yeah, I didn't thank Cee Gee Adventures. Also, thanks for all the work you do. No problem. Thanks for watching, and thank you for the super chat. How did I meet Michael? We actually met back in like high school, like early high school, and then when we were going to college, we were going to the same school. So we decided to. We were always interested in video work and kind of like the weird, creepy, abandoned places. So we just started filming them. That's how it happened. But I definitely have known Michael longer than I've been doing this channel, of course. Yeah. Train asks, how hard was it to get into Fernald? I don't want to tell you how to get in. I don't want to publicly put that out. But I do want to say that that place is heavily watched by police, and police consistently drive through the property. Do with that as you will. Engineer Isaac, thanks so much for the super chat. Were you ever a Chernobyl stalker? No, I've never been to Chernobyl. That is something to do. We want to. We were thinking about doing it last time we were in Europe, but I don't know why we didn't go. I feel like we were just too busy focused on some of the other plans we had, but we have to go. I feel like, I don't know how we haven't been. Ooh. Uh-oh. Okay. OBS isn't going to crash on me now, is it? It says 0 drop frames, but the whole software just turned white like the Windows freezing, so that scared me. OBS, of course. Deceptive Violator. What a name. Wants me to sing. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to watch someone else because that is not happening. Stephanie, thanks for the super chat. Yeah, we really try to do our best in like keeping everything, you know, respectful. The latest video, I feel like, was the most disrespectful we've been, which really wasn't disrespectful. We were just goofing around. We were playing with the intercoms and just being overall goofy. But we tried to be like very factual, tell the history, like tell you the background story, and like just share like these cool historic buildings. But yeah, we were definitely goofier in the last video. No, we never break anything, so that is not something that we do. We don't do any vandalism. We don't take anything. We just document and have fun. But yeah. Exploring where Nomad runs in Ryzen 9 3950X. Yes. I'm wanting to get the 5900X or the 5950X, the 24 and the 24 core and the 12 core. I think that's what those two are. But yeah, I want to get a new one, but they're all still sold out. And the new RTX 3080s, nowhere to find them. So I've been just sitting here. I was waiting when the 3 series Ryzen and the 2 series RTX were out. I'm like, oh, I'll just wait for the new ones because I don't want to. I've been using this for so long. I'll just wait. And then now they've been out for 4 months, and you still can't buy anything. But that's okay. It's not like this isn't working, so I'll just keep using it, and then when I can pick one up, maybe prices will. Nah, prices aren't going down. They're going up, if anything. What am I kidding? Pogo Drums, thanks for the super chat. When COVID's over, going to England? Yeah, I was saying, actually, multiple people have asked this. We do want to get to Europe. We do want to get to England. We can't right now. We were planning to do that in 2020, but that's been delayed indefinitely. So as soon as we can, we're going to be planning that. OPEX, thanks for the super chat. Glad you like the videos. Are bots still purchasing RTX cards, or they shut that down? I feel like they are. I mean, there's no way production can be this slow in a product this like in demand. But I'm seeing them on eBay. The what are they normally, like $799 for RTX 3080 MSRP? I'm seeing them on eBay for like $1,300-$1,400. It's ridiculous. Yep. A lot of people want us to do Supernatural, but We've tried and nothing happens. Like, we sit there and like have our fucking ghost meter, and like we don't believe in that stuff, so it like feels forced. Like, we just sit there, nothing happens, and it's not spooky, and it just feels dumb. Let's see, what else do we have in this video? Yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty standard edit. Just, you know, take the two source videos and layer them over each other. The bathtub scene? What bathtub scene? You mean with the chair, with the seat moving? This bathtub scene? I mean, it's just a, I mean, it's a bathtub with like jets or something. It's not like it's a hydrotherapy tub or anything. It's just a standard bathtub for washing patients, you know, ones that would have mobility issues and would need to be lowered into the tub. That's pretty much it. Night explorations, we have done a bunch, but it's easier to explore in the day, just like to be able to actually, you know, see. The video looks better just because there's natural light. And then night explorations, sometimes you have to be careful with flashlights, and then it just makes it super hard to film, and the videos always look like crap because the ISO is bumped way up, just that kind of stuff. Yeah, we do have a more serious vibe when it's just me and Michael, but we had a whole group, so we were just having fun. Yeah, we were just with some friends. Why are you bad at Among Us velocity? Why do you never play Among Us? We do have Among Us lobbies on our server, our Discord server. Link is pinned up above or in the description. Join the Discord server. Yeah. Was that a fire alarm at the end? It was. As I was saying, there was like a room with a computer and a closet, and Ryan was playing with the plugs in there to try to turn on the computer or whatever, and the fire alarm happened to be somehow linked to that, and you could see it set those off. But this place apparently has continuous issues with the fire alarm going off. Like, it's continuously going off. Not only when we were there, like someone I think went by recently and there were still alarms going off in different buildings. A lot of people want us to go to Seattle. Maybe. Yeah. Thanks, Jake Films. What Sony camera did you recommend? A7S2? I mean, we used the A7S. We've been using an A7S2 and recently switched to A7S3. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a camera to do mainly video, like, and need a compact body. I don't know if there's a better option for a small, you know, not quite cinema camera, but like it might as well be as good as a cinema camera. Like, it is that good, the A7S3. But it is expensive, so I don't know if I'd recommend it for everyone, but yeah, if you want the best small video camera, that's probably it. All these people hating in the comments, guys, we are not targeting people. Like, people hating on other explorers, like, come on. Yeah, Engineer Isaac, it is an expensive camera, but the video quality is just, I don't think there's a better option for the size of the camera. Like, these tunnel videos here, you can just see how crisp they are, like in the dark. Like, it looks good, and that had to have been like 30,000-40,000 ISO. And this is f4, so it's not like we're shooting at a wide lens, like an open lens. Like this is f4. So if we switch to like a 1.8 lens, like it's insane. But using like using f2.8 16mm lens doesn't have OIS. Same thing with the 12-24 Sony. So we've been sticking with the 16-35 f4 lens just because it has that optical image stabilization. So when we're walking around, it just looks smoother. But the A7S III also has a new stabilizing feature that's active stabilization, and it does crop in a tiny bit on the picture, but it just seems way more smoother. So you lose like it's a point like 5 crop factor, so it's barely anything, but it looks way smoother. So we've been trying to use that when we're walking, and it cleans things up a bit. Alt Grendel, thanks for the super chat. And romantic material, thanks. I'm sorry to hear about your mother, but I'm glad that you like the videos, and you know, exploring with Nomad. You said don't upgrade your gear, but you saw me on wanting to get an A7S too. Yeah, I actually still have another A7S too. I sold one of them. I have another one I have to sell. I'm getting rid of them. Hit me up if you want it. Our favorite type of abandoned places to explore. Michael really likes power plants. Power plants are pretty cool, but they kind of get a little repetitive, but they're each different in their own way. It has to be between power plants and like huge mental hospitals. Maybe pair the camera with great flashlights. We use light panels. So I'm actually using some light panels to light this. I bought another light coming in the mail. Hopefully it'll look better than this shit. But these are a little too harsh for this because they're so close. But they're just tiny little light panels. Like I have this little one here. I have it stuck onto a lamp just because this lamp had a bad refresh rate and it wasn't syncing with the shutter speed. So I put a little aperture MC panel here with the softbox on it, and it looks okay. It's a magnetic one. So you like the modern hospitals, Edward? Honestly, I like the older ones better, but I get the appeal. People like the new stuff too. It seems more like a modern apocalyptic. 1920s mall video with the dog. Is it cut above? Honestly, the place was all right. The building itself was kind of boring. There was the cash registers. That was the main attraction. And then we literally were just in there and heard barking. And a dog came around the corner. So, of course, we had to figure out what we were doing. We called the police. We reported the dog. And animal control ended up removing multiple dogs out of that building. Incandescent light bulbs don't flicker. Yeah, they don't. But these are LED like actual film lights that I'm using to light me, so they don't flicker. But these back here, I have one light using one as a fill. You can kind of see the shadow behind me, and then I have 2 other lights doing a backdrop. You can see the shadow. The fill light does help. It's like a very soft light bulb. I'm gonna swap it out with like a spotlight. That way I can have more of a rim, a hair light. But Pogo Drums, thanks for a super chat again. Do you see yourself doing urbex into the future? I mean, I'm still enjoying it. I feel like I'm enjoying it obviously less than when I first started, just because I've done so many places. But I mean, I really don't see why we would stop right now. Maybe not super long term. Maybe we'll try something else. But for now, I don't have any plans to stop. Yeah, these are cheap LEDs. Yeah, they kind of are. I think the one here is, you know, a little nicer, but it still flickers. These back here are cheap. I have new ones coming in the mail. The RGB mode doesn't flicker. You could see it doesn't. It's a little bit, you could see flickering here, and that's because I have this one as the hair light that's flickering, but I'm gonna replace that. Yeah. Have I played The Last of Us? I played the original forever ago, like when it first came out on the PS3. How does your PC handle the 4K 30? It handled the 8-bit stuff fine. Like this here is 4K 30 timeline. And this is all loaded over the network too. It's on the storage server on some spinning drives. But the 4K 30 10-bit with 422, it struggles more. The files are bigger. Yeah. So I've been doing a lot more proxy files, and they've been helping. With the proxy files, it's fine. Just takes like, if I have a 40-minute video, it takes like 45, 50 minutes to export, which is reasonable. Do you guys use a NAS to edit videos together? Yeah, we do have a NAS, and Michael connects to it over the VPN. So he has a VPN access. And we share files that way. That way we have a central place where all of our backlog, or however many videos of backlog there is, it's all stored in one place. When we want to edit a video, we pull it out of, it stays on the server for me, but Michael will pull the source files, or I'll make the proxies here locally, have them on the server, and then Michael will download only the proxies because they're a lot smaller, so it's easier. And then he'll start cutting, or I'll start cutting, and then we'll just share the Premiere file. We'll keep on the server, and then when he wants to edit, he'll pull the Premiere file, link him to the proxies that he downloaded, and edit. And then when he's done, put the Premiere file back on the server, and then I'll resume. So it seems to work. That's how we've been editing these videos when we're not in the same place. We used to be roommates when we were in Orlando, and of course then we just be locally connected to the file server, and we just open the Premiere file over the network. But with him being remote, yeah, we do it that way. What is the longest you've ever explored a place? Like how many hours? Cassandra asks. Yeah, we have gone into places pre-dawn, so it was like 4 a.m., maybe earlier, 3 a.m. Well, actually, recently we did one. We got in there at like 2 a.m. We brought a sleeping bag and slept with hammocks and stuff. We slept in there, woke up at like 7 a.m., explored the whole place, stayed there until sunset, and left at like 8 p.m. Like that, stuff like that. Like literally almost 24 hours. Had to be solid 20 hours. But like, you know, I don't know if sleeping or camping in a place counts, but yeah. Thanks, Gemma, for the super chat. What took me to New York, Engineer Isaac? Well, my girlfriend Janine is going to school on Long Island and working in Manhattan. So I moved here with her. Plus all the good abandoned places are over here. So I can drive 30 minutes and get into an asylum if I wanted to. So, you know, there's that benefit too. Michael's trying to move up here just so we can, most of the stuff we've been filming the past year in the US has been in this area, within like the northern part, Midwest, Northeast, so it's closer than being in Florida. Plus, I like the scenery and the area. I like the seasons. I can drive up to some mountains quickly. I got New York City, so I just like it more. The first asylum with the lion guy on his phone. Yeah, that was actually on this channel, the second channel. I don't know what that was about. That was crazy though. Tiho, thanks for the super chat again. Wow. Biggest mental hospitals you've ever explored? Well, this one was big, but I don't think it was the biggest. I feel like Rockland might have been one of the biggest. I don't know. I don't know based on like amount of buildings or like land area, but Rockland had a ton of buildings. This was the one we just uploaded. It had basically a symmetrical layout where this building was in the middle, and then there was one of these on each side of this building, and then there were these all around, and then there were buildings on this side. They were demolished, which you could see here. These buildings were demolished on the other side, but other than that, it is completely symmetrical. Let me see if I have drone. No, it's just too big. Oh, and when we were filming this drone footage, I think we forgot to charge it the night before. So when we went to actually film with the drone takeoff, it had like 40% battery. So of course we were only in the air for like less than 10 minutes. So there's like 2 shots that I was able to get, and that's the drone. Yeah, rip Rockland. Thanks for the super chat. Subscribe to PewDiePie is your username. Okay. Are you going to return to the Baker Hotel after the reopen? Turbo 360 asks. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see how they redo that place. That was a really cool building, and it would being able to stay overnight in a place that was once abandoned, that we seen when it was abandoned, and do a direct comparison. That would be cool. How many drones have bit the dust? Marlena asks. Yeah, we've crashed a handful. Thankfully, most of them have survived. That was a Phantom 4. That never had an issue. We never crashed it. Never. But the first one we had was a Phantom 3 that was very beat up. Then we had the Mavic 2 Pro after the Phantom 4. Crashed that in China. Broke a whole arm off of it and had to have that repaired. After getting it repaired, it's been fine. And then we have the Mavic Air that we bought when the Mavic Pro crashed to have a replacement while we were still in China. We bought that in China, and we almost crashed it, but we didn't. We almost did, but it's still good. Raffles, thanks for the super chat. Have you ever regretted exploring a building? I don't know about if I've ever regretted it, but I mean, if we get caught or something, it's like, oh, why'd I do this? You know what? I have regretted. I've gone to dumb places like a stripped out hotel or like fucking Kings Park, and the dumbest thing happens and cops show up, and you know, I regret doing that. Like, why go to a place that's not worth it? Megan Thomas, thanks for the super chat. Have you ever found food or water in a semi-active spot? So yeah, we've found food in like canned food, or like we found Chef Boyardee in like a kitchen somewhere before. Like we found a Gatorade bottle in Europe in one of those really old monastery chapels, and it was expired in 1993, and we drank it. We found wine before in Italy, actually. So how often do we get demonetized? It's actually not that often anymore. It's happened, like Fernald was demonetized. The power plant in New Orleans was demonetized. Other than that, it's been decently okay, thankfully. Yeah. E5M, thanks for the super chat. Have you ever thought about exploring North Brother Island? Yeah, I just haven't really committed effort into the logistics of how to get there. I've had general discussions of people who have talked about it and like said they could possibly do it, but nothing ever came to be. I would love to go. You miss our vlogs, Marlena? I said in the last live stream that we haven't really done vlogs. We've only done vlogs when we were traveling internationally, first of all. And when we were traveling, it just makes it feel more like when we're filming in a abandoned place, we're working, like we're really thinking about how we're filming. And then when we're done filming and we're vlogging, it just like feels like that work doesn't end and we don't enjoy ourselves. So we decided to not really do them as much anymore because we like the time off from, filming. And then we did film more in China, but we never uploaded them. I don't know if we're going to. It's just, They fell behind the priority list. You know, we were trying to get videos up, we were trying to book ads, we were trying to post on social media, and now it's like fell back even more levels because I want to do more live streams, and I was posting it, playing with TikTok and making videos for that, and I want to post videos to Facebook, so it's like really down there right now. I think for now this second channel is going to live as a vlog or as a live stream channel, but you know, that's fine. How's the keyboard? I mentioned before, the keyboard that we built last stream, I'm still using it. It's just the Blue Man NK65 with some holy pandas in it. We did a whole build stream a few weeks ago. It's good. We're gonna be building more keyboards though, so stay tuned. They're gonna be live, so more live keyboard builds. The keyboard costs more than the CPU in my PC. I feel like nowadays it does. That's an 1800X. So when that was new, I mean, of course not, but keyboards hold their value. They go up in value. So probably. I mean, this keyboard's not expensive. This is a basic NK65, so it's a readily available board. I don't know about this color anymore, but it is a readily available keyboard. It's not like a limited one, so it's not worth that much. Have you ever explored a place in Virginia? Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, we've explored in Virginia. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but we've definitely been there. We've definitely explored. I think it was the what was it? The Renaissance Festivals, Virginia. When we get a refill and select randomly selected photos in your shop, the mystery bundles, we are going to be restocking those. We want to put new photos in there. I'm behind editing photos. I need to edit a bunch of photos, and we're gonna rotate out the photos on the print shop. That way we can have new prints for sale. Watching QR build, I see why you mess with the abandoned typewriters. Yeah. TPP keyword merch line. I've had a lot of people ask for desk mats. If you guys wanted like a print or something, like a scene from a video on a desk mat, I don't know how that's gonna work. I feel like just a picture of something on a desk mat is kind of weird. I don't know, but like if we can somehow make it like some kind of art of an abandoned place on a desk mat. Shay asks, new tarp time merch. Wow, only original viewers remember tarp time. Do you do YouTube editing full time? Yeah, we've been doing, you know, the YouTube channel full time for a bit now since we graduated school. So yeah, that's why we've been trying to sell more ads. That's why ads have been sold in every video, just because it is our full-time job now. So we need to be able to make money. We try to keep them not obnoxious though. Thanks for the super chat, Nola DJ. You've been hitting places in New Orleans for some of the places we hit. We haven't hit that much in New Orleans. We did Six Flags forever ago, and then we did Market Street Power Plant. That's it, right? Early 90s abandoned office desk mat. I don't know how that would work. How do I feel about the Allentown demolition? You know, that was a really, really amazing building, and it was honestly in good shape. So them demolishing it is just unfortunate. It really could have been reused. There's a handful of asylums that are now hotels or housing or like office space or something, but that demolition company and the government there just had their mindset on destroying it. That was a very rare style of asylum building. It's actually more common in England, but having that like symmetrical layout of the buildings with them all being interconnected is somewhat uncommon in the United States, and especially that the main building in the front. That it was beautiful. The theater, everything. You know, the pink room from that was used in Glass, but that theater was fantastic, and the lobby was amazing. But it's all gone now. Thanks, Nathan. Desk mat full of chairs just chilling. I guess we could make that work somehow. I don't know. We've been saying we want new t-shirts and new merch, but we've been procrastinating, or not really procrastinating, but prioritizing differently, and we haven't gotten new merch. But we should get new t-shirts and new stuff, new hoodies. Yeah. Let's see. Let me set up a new scene here, where I'm going to. How do I do this? Studio mode. Can I edit now? There we go. I am setting up actually a new scene so I can share YouTube or something, and then we can go through some videos on our channel maybe. But apparently I can't use a computer because I keep clicking the wrong shit. Window capture, put that, okay. It's hard because I don't have a 16:9 monitor. I have a 21:9 monitor, and I have to like resize all the windows, and then the snapping fucking feature in Windows just overrides it, and then I have to redo it and resize it for the 16:9 in what's it called, in OBS. Thanks Mythical Visuals for the super chat. How do you guys split up the photography duties? Do one of you end up taking more photos than others, or is it pretty evenly split? Recently we've been filming the videos. When we're done with the video, we switch to photos, and then we just go about taking photos. And then I need to pull in my face cam. All right. There we go. I'm muted because I forgot to add the sound source into that scene. I'm bad at this, guys. I am so bad at this. Copy that, paste that, and now we're good. Okay, now we're good. Now we got the mic. Okay, I'm so bad at this. I don't even know what to say except I suck. All right. Okay, so here's the channel. I don't know if you want to like go through and like have any questions about any video. I can just go over some. Like let's do the last video. What do I use? Someone asked, what do I use for editing? We were just going over that. I use Premiere Pro, and we both use Premiere Pro to edit. So that is the software of choice. Oh my God. We're getting all the ads. Yeah, Premiere Pro, or OBS is the best is a horrible program, but it's also the best program. Premiere Pro is also a horrible program, but it's the best program. There's no other option. Maybe DaVinci Resolve, especially with the new 17 version that came out. But yeah, they both suck, but there's really nothing better. It's muted for you. I seem to have audio levels going through this scene, so I don't know why it would be muted. Okay. Use Resolve. You're still new. I've edited one vlog on Resolve, and it was a big learning curve, but I did just download the new version 17. I haven't really used it, but we've been using Premiere for so long now. Oh, the video is muted on YouTube. Yeah. I just opened this so I can just play it and talk over it. I'll put it on low volume. It doesn't have sound, does it? Why not? Oh, the tab's muted. Okay.
All right, go ahead. If you want to do it, go ahead.
All right.
Should I film it from the top?
Yeah, this video was fun, but of course we encountered police.
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, you just slide. There could be an obstruction.
You've seen this video before. Yeah, this was our last video. We uploaded this December 30th. It was supposed to go live end of right before Christmas, but of course with the holiday delays, it got delayed. Let me just lower this. I don't know if it's too low. When we got caught or close to getting caught, your anxiety goes through the roof. Yeah. Yeah, that was, we were in like the back, it's actually the front, but we were like going through the hotel, and we saw the police cars out the window. We were actually thinking about just going out the front door, but we were nervous like the police were just hanging out outside, so we were like looking for another way, and we happened to run across them inside. Yeah, they apparently didn't know we were in there. At least I don't think so. They were saying that they were searching the building to clear it so they can do work, but that seemed kind of weird too, because it was like an off time. I think it was like late afternoon. Why would they be starting work then, and why would they have like a whole squad of police for that? Yeah, they said that they asked us what car you're driving, and then they parked an officer by the car. So when they let us go and we walked back to the car, like there was another cop watching us get into the car. Yeah, they had a whole operation set up. Mind Weaver says if you like fast, easy editing, you should use Filmora. Well, we don't. We like to do a lot more than just basic stuff. So I don't think Filmora would be as extensive or wouldn't allow us to do as much as Premiere Pro. Would you run from police? I don't think we'd run from police. That's different than security. Security, they can't really do anything except call the police. All right. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab something to drink, and then I'm just gonna get water. But yeah, I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Where'd that screen go? All right. I just grabbed a water bottle, so I'm all set. We can go for a little bit longer. Maybe get this to 2 hours or 2 hours, 30 minutes. But yeah. We did not go to Discovery Island. we went to river country, but we didn't film a video. It was way too dark, and that was like in 2014, so it wouldn't have been a good video anyway. Dylan Holloway asks, I'm assuming you guys are traveling again. If so, do you have any plans for leaving the country? We were traveling all of October, November. We were traveling in July. We were traveling in February, March. Being as safe as possible. We were planning originally to go to Europe in 2020 summer, but that didn't happen. So now we're waiting until the travel ban lifts. Yeah, yeah, the police here were actually reasonable. They realized we just literally came in through the open door. Like this, we show up and the door is just wide open. So it actually, I think there was a worker in there that opened the door. They left the door open. So of course they heard us and called the police. I think that's what happened. Because the door was open. Then he left and closed the door. And then the police showed up and opened the door again. It was weird. I showed your American Cyanamid video to another of the guys that used to work there. It was a trip down memory lane. Yeah, that place is actually, they're clearing out all the brush. So, that hallway with the, that's literally the thumbnail with all the greenery along the glass. They ripped out all of the brush, so it looks very bare now, and I don't know if that's because they're gonna demolish it or do something with the property, but they cleared out like all the trees in this area, which is interesting. How much footage have you decided isn't worth releasing after filming an entire place to fall ironically abandoned on the NAS? It's happened. We still have stuff that, you know, we're unsure. Like maybe it is good enough, maybe it's not. I don't know. We have to like actually look through it, decide. When we decide what video we're gonna do next is when we usually like think about it. Sometimes we're like editing something and we're like, oh, this is kind of shit, and then we just like trash it halfway edited. Peter M, thanks for the super chat. Is the mall in Milwaukee the only place you've explored in Wisconsin? No, we've explored other places. One other place, two other places, but we have not posted the video. That's the only video we've posted. And yeah, the worker that we talked to at the end that was boarding up the windows actually did get electrocuted and pass away. So that did happen, yeah. It actually was, he was not qualified to be doing the work he was doing, and that shady company that owns the place also owned his apartment complex, and that's how they found him. He just worked cheap labor, and they literally hired this guy who had no experience and just had him do like electrical work or whatever, and he got electrocuted. So I don't know what the whole situation with his family and that company, but it's seriously messed up. That whole thing is messed up. Like, I don't know what is going on with that mall, but that owner is seriously sketchy. It's some Chinese company. Just saying. Have we been to West Virginia? We have. We filmed a few places there somewhat recently. Actually, did we film a place? We explored a place. I don't think we filmed it. We were just taking pictures and hanging out. Yeah, they really want to tear down that mall. Yeah, the city does. That company who owns it is fighting it. Do you have any unreleased Detroit footage? We do have some small little clips of like a small like church or whatever. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. We have a big place we filmed there. We have to post. Not going to be posted for a long time. Just heads up. But we do want to go back into that area and film new places that we can post sooner. Yeah. Yeah, the comments for this video are pretty funny. They were all like talking about Black Mesa or like Aperture Labs or whatever. We did mention that like halfway through the video, how it seemed like one of those video games. You'd like to see some unused footage dumped into a video? I just feel like most of the unused footage is very boring. And like nothing happens, or it's just like bad shots, or like just walking around. Like most of the footage we use is like, that's the good stuff. So Canadian locations, I'm not sure if there's any like good Canadian locations worth going to right now. I mean, there's no mansions and houses and stuff, but like we don't really do that. Yeah. Detroit's abandoned is fading away. Grand Barn was nice. It's a decade since you were there. Yeah. Detroit's actually starting to come back a little bit. A lot of the abandoned places are getting demolished, but there's still quite a lot there. Thanks, Mythical Visuals, for the super chat. What drone are we using lately? The drone we've been using is the Mavic 2 Pro. Mavic 2 Pro. I need to copy the overlay. Mavic 2 Pro. There we go. Now we got that in here. Okay. Everyone's just asking this kind of place in this city or this kind of place in this state. Like there is so many places that we have on our map we just have not visited just because there's not enough time. Like if we were gonna hit every single place on our map, we'd have to be filming and exploring like literally every day of the year. So it's difficult. Dude, I like exploring in Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore has quite a few places. It's not most of the abandoned places are not in great areas, but you know, that's how a lot of abandoned places are. It's very rare for an abandoned place to be in a good area. All right. Have you explored anything near Gainesville, Florida? Actually, we have. I don't think we have any videos, but we've explored all over Central Florida. We used to go to school in Orlando, so like Central Florida is where we started, and then we slowly branched out from there. I remember when we were first starting, going from Orlando and then traveling to Jacksonville, like just to explore. Like going to Jacksonville seemed like we were going out of our like normal boundary, and then it was Atlanta after that and Chattanooga, and then we just our radius kept growing, and now we've been to China, so it's quite literally the entire world, which is unreal. And we had no idea that our travels or explorations would grow to be something like this, but we're really appreciative of like all of our viewers, all of you guys, for making this possible. What's favorite place we've ever explored? Honestly, I don't even know. There's so many good places, but I feel like if I have to pick one that comes off the top of my head, it is this one would be one of my faves. If I had to pick one that's just so special, this place. Oh my god. These ads. I don't have an ad block because I make money through ads, and I feel guilty if I block other people's ads, so I don't have an ad block. I should put an ad block on just for blocking my own ads, but you know, this place, I fucking love this place. It is unreal. Why don't I have premium then? That's a good question. I should. I did for a while, but I don't know. I don't. I just deal with the ads. But I don't block the ads. I don't block them. So I'm not one of those guys. Just pay for premium. Yeah, you guys are right. I should. Your need to spam the hell out of anything with buttons makes me laugh. Yeah, you realize this is what I have on my desk right now, actually. It's just like a little mechanical key switch, and I just sit here when I'm like on my computer and just play with it. Like that is my fidget toy, just a button. I don't know what's wrong with me. That sound, you don't like the sound? This is just a standard switch. It's rattly in this like little bass. So it moves. So it's not great, but oh, you like the sound. It's just a novelty cream. It's all right. It's just fun to play with. It's unlubed, unfilmed, and it rattles just because it's just here on my desk. Yeah, it's just here, like on my desk. I'll put it right here, and then I can just press it. That way, if I'm like I don't want to press my keyboard buttons. Yeah, so I don't know if you like heard it in the background of the stream. Like it's just sitting here, so like I've been just pressing it. Dan Wilson, thanks for the super chat. Hi from Arizona. I just wanted to say I appreciate amazing journeys you guys have brought me through your work. Come explore in Arizona someday. We need to go west, but it's a far drive and we don't want to fly right now. So one day we'll make it out there. Oh my God, you guys got to stop hating on other people. I'm not going to talk about other people. Don't ask. I don't fly. I do fly. I've been trying to avoid flying because of COVID going on, but I'm trying to be as safe as possible and not get COVID. I mean, that's that simple. We've been traveling and I haven't gotten COVID, so I feel like I've been doing it right. We've been going by car, going to a hotel room, not going to restaurants. We've been, doing takeout or drive-through, and then staying away from people because there's no people in abandoned places. So, and of course, masks. Luke asked, "Have you run out of backlog videos yet?" No, we have plenty of backlog. We keep filming more, but we do have quite a bit of a backlog. Some of them we can't post because of the nature of the place. We want to wait a while before posting them, but yeah, we do have a backlog. Let's see, we have 376 viewers. That's still quite a bit. Is this stream like kind of going on too long? I feel like it's been a while. How long has it been? An hour 29. We can go for a little bit longer. And I think how does Wednesday? Today's Monday. How about Wednesday for a new keyboard build? Yeah, why not? Wednesday. We'll do a Wednesday keyboard build. We're gonna build a D65. Devin Baton says you see supports us on Patreon. Thanks for this Patreon support. YouTube Premium is so worth it. Yeah, you know what? I should do that. Yeah, you guys want another keyboard build? Hell yeah, let's do it. I have a couple more sitting over there. We got another NK65, which I'm not gonna do that one. I might sell that one. They're too boring. I've already done one. The D65 is a good one. It's a gasket mount. I got a polycarbonate plate, and we're gonna do Durock, JWK, smoky purple linear switches. So it'll sound good. And we're gonna either put in, I think I'm gonna put on a GMK set on that one. So it's gonna be a slick board. Engineer Isaac says that camera is a great weapon. Okay. I don't know if I'm missing something, but this is the nice camera that I'm not even using as my main camera just because it's like too big. I have this I'll move it. There we go. I have this little RX 100 on just like a small little stand mounted to my desk. And that's what I've been using as my primary cam. This is an RX 100. It's a tiny little like 1-inch sensor, and it's great. We're at 1080 60 f2.8 at I don't even know what the focal range is. I have to move it. It's a 24 to 70 equivalent. Yeah, it's a good little camera. But yeah, I just mounted up here because it's so small and light. Short HDMI to it. I know it's not focusing on it because it's focusing on whatever bullshit's right here for some reason. But yeah. And having another camera angle is so overkill, but I've already had this set up from the keyboard view that I just moved it over there. And now it's just a second camera because why not? Yeah. I kind of want to get an overhead rig if I'm going to be doing more keyboard builds, but I need to do like a whole either drill into the ceiling or wall or have a C-stand with counterweights, and it just seems like a nightmare. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Yeah, squeaky chair. This chair sucks. I don't recommend it. It's trash. It's like the leather, if it's even real leather, is like tearing on the armrest after a year. It sucks. No one's desk is that tidy. It's not even that tidy. I just put a bunch of shit down there. You could kind of see it. There's just a bunch of shit over there. I just moved it. There's a desk over there that has a bunch of shit. I cleaned it. You love the speaker. This is just a JBL 305 Mark II. Snake is in the tank. Next dream, new chair. Yeah, a chair is something I want to buy, but I feel like it's low priority just because it's a chair. I don't know. Computer specs: 1800X, GTX 1080. Where's the Atmosphere audio tracks from? We get our tracks for our videos from Epidemic Sound, and newest is MusicBed. MusicBed, we have the promotional link in our new videos where you can go check out MusicBed, and they have a bunch of cinematic royalty-free music tracks to license. So Tom asked, do you intentionally sit on videos to wait for the places to get outed to more general public? Yeah, we don't want to be the one that reveals the spots, and we don't want to, we just want to keep it secret. So if a place is very unknown, we don't upload the video. If it's mildly unknown and we don't want other people ruining it, we'll keep the location secret. And once the places are either blown up or demolished or in the news or whatever, then we'll post it. What mood do I choose on MusicBed? We usually choose ambient or cinematic, and then go for instrumentals, and then depending on what kind of vibe we want, sometimes we do like guitar, or we do electronic most of the time. Damn it, man. Thanks for the super chat. David asked, do you have any more cave underground explorations? We don't have any filmed. No, we don't. Mix Kit? I don't know if I've heard of Mix Kit. How long do we sit on Cincinnati? The subway or Cincinnati Mills Mall? Or another Cincinnati video? I feel like the subway we did like the year before. We posted it maybe like 6 months. The mall? Oh, we posted. The mall's not even abandoned. We posted the mall. We filmed the mall and posted it within like a month. So that was, yeah. That's literally just a mall that's open. We walked in there and started filming. I mean, it's cool. There's like no open stores, but it's like not abandoned. It didn't feel like an exploration. When did you guys go to film Allentown State Hospital? Summer? Beginning? Summer. Yeah, it was hot there. Mall review. You want me to review malls now? How about nah? What determines if a place is worth visiting and especially traveling for? Historical, in good condition, like not vandalized, and how much stuff is left behind. Like if it's a hospital, does it have hospital stuff? Or if it's like a power plant, like are the control rooms still there? And are the turbines still there? Like if the original stuff is still there and it's old and historic and if it's photogenic, like usually it is, yeah, then we'd want to go. Yeah. How we come up with our name? We were literally trying to make a YouTube channel and we didn't know what to call it. We had no idea what videos we were gonna make at the time. We were just thinking of something to do, and we couldn't think of something better, and it just stuck. So we just thought of that, put that as the name, and then now it's this. Devin asks, at the end of the last video, you set off the fire alarm. Someone said I told you not to touch that. Yeah, Ryan unplugged something where the fire alarms were plugged into, and then it set them off. But that place, it was a power strip with like an alarm panel and like a few other like sensors or whatever, and a computer. And we were trying to get the computer on, and Ryan just unplugs everything and then sets off the alarms. The place though apparently has issues with the alarms. Even like currently, there's like always fire alarms going off there, so that's just how it is. Weird fire alarms. Yeah. You install fire systems, engineer Isaac? Nice. Hopefully they're better than the ones at that place. I wonder how many people have signed our computer guest book since that video. Yeah, it was actually this video, right? Where is it? This one with the Windows 95 on it, 98. We created a text log. I don't have this one on. We created a text log on this video right here, of like a guest log, and then people were like, well, we started it with the group of friends that we were there with. And then we had Ryan actually went a week after us, and he updated it, put his name. So I don't know how many people are on this log. I haven't been back, but yeah, it's the guest log. Yeah, this was the first like computer in an abandoned place that we actually got working, like turning on, logging in. It just logged in. Yeah, there's a ton of files on that, as you can see on the desktop. It was a mess of Word docs. Yeah. The most interesting medical file we've come across, we found patient files from admissions, and like it was a whole room in this hospital of patient files of when they were admitted, why they were admitted, how their behavior was in the hospital, and when they died. And most of these documents show that they got there when they were like 25 years old, and they died there like at 70. Like they lived their whole lives in this mental hospital. And it had logs of like their behavior styles, like incidents, and like big medical issues. And other than that, like it just, their whole life was in this hospital. Yeah, there's a lot of hospitals that still have patient documents with like social security numbers and like personal information just there. The only, Kelsey asked if we ever kept anything while exploring. The only time we've kept something was like If there was hundreds of them, like if there was a whole box of flyers advertising this theme park that we're exploring, maybe we'll take one. But there's like hundreds. We don't take anything other than that. Like if there's like a cool clock or like a cool thing, like no, we would leave it there. It ruins the spot if you take stuff from it. We've taken one or two things if we knew the place was getting demolished, like if they were just gonna throw it out, but that's it. And like this was like a week before they demolished it. Twisted Adventures of Carbon County, thanks for the super chat. No, I think I have actually heard of that. We haven't been. And JL Wine, thanks for the super chat. Been a fan of you guys for 4 or 5 years and a Patreon supporter. Thanks so much. Have we done any videos in Indianapolis? I don't think we have. How has exploring changed your life? I mean, I get to see a ton of things that I haven't seen before. I get to travel and I get to have fun. Like, it's awesome. I mean, other than that, like, I don't know what do you mean by change my life, but you guys watching these videos, us making these videos is really fun, and you guys watching them makes making them possible. So thanks so much. These super chats make these live streams worth it, because you know I've taken my time out of when I could be editing, or I could just be fucking around playing video games, but I'm doing this instead. Shag471, thanks for the super chat. You're a Patreon supporter too, awesome. Favorite video is still the school with the haunted house built in the basement. That's an old one. That's like a really old one. I think that's like 2015, maybe it's 2014. We go, let's just sort by oldest. Where is it? Oh, it's I think older than that. There it is. 5 years ago. 2015 February. That was like, we've been doing this for 5 months. I think we started, our first video we uploaded was, oh my god, the quality in the video. I never switched my fucking view. There we go. The first video, July 2014. That was the first video we posted. Oh my god, it's so bad. But we're not gonna delete it. It's just there. But yeah, this is the one with the school. Darren Hartford, thanks for the super chat. You guys planning on collaborating with more YouTubes like RNK or Josh? Josh is a friend. I've met RNK once. We kind of do our own thing. Other than that, I mean, we were with Chris and Devin in some videos. We were with Chris and Ryan in some videos. We did a trip with Ryan earlier this year. He was in a handful. When there's just other people filming, you just get double videos. So like, Chris posted his video of that hospital back in like a year or so ago. So I mean, when you're all filming together, just get double videos and it's not as good. So we kind of just do our own thing. But we do talk to them, yeah. These videos are no good. Or even is a haunted house in the beginning. Dude, this is so bad. Lucas says chairs just chillin'. What picture profile do you use to get good dynamic range? Yeah, we use this is the camera we use. Not the same lens, but it's a camera, and it's on the same picture profile. I just have a filter. Here's the base profile. It's flat. It's cine gamut, linear color, just flat and no contrast, and that just allows us to easily correct it with just adding some contrast and saturation. That way there's no like corrections for the logarithmic. I've played with slog3, but it's just way easier to get clean footage out of a flat profile with using linear color. You do get more dynamic range with slog, but the whatever 13 plus stops that the A7S III has is good enough. How often do you guys actually travel during before the virus? It's every few months. Like, we had a trip in February, March, and the virus started locking things down. We ended that sooner than expected. Went back home. Then we did July and August, and then September, October, or was it October, November? It's October, November. That's when we were traveling last. What's the most trouble you guys got into? We got a trespassing ticket once. It was at Kings Park. Kings Park. We weren't inside the building. We were off of the sidewalk 5 or 6 feet taking a picture. Yeah. Oh, come on. They weren't that bad. These old videos were that bad. They are literally that bad. Just the quality of it, our narration is just that bad.
That's cool.
We had no real light setups. The editing was bad, but like that we just started, so we did not have. I'll lower that. We did not have a dedicated style yet. We did not have. We were not good at editing. We were not good at filming, so we were still learning. Like we were learning. How do you guys manage your money whenever you guys travel to places, especially with travel costs? We actually put everything. Well, I mean, do you mean like how do we manage it overall, or like how do we just pay for things? Like when we're traveling, we just keep track of what we're paying for and we put it on a specific card, and then when we're done traveling, we just pay it off based on how much we paid. Yeah. The video where the security guard gave you the tour, that was the one in China, the resort there, yeah. The nuclear power plant with the lights on, that was a good one. That was 2016. That was the first place that I filmed with an A7S, and we only had one. So it was one A7S and one Canon 6D. But these are oldest to newest, so there's Rockland, there's Kings Park. This was our first time in the Northeast actually coming here. Other than that, we went to Atlanta, Chattanooga, and Florida spots. This place just recently burned down actually, this funeral home. This is the one in Jacksonville that's completely gutted now. I never changed my fucking thing. I'm so bad at this, I am sorry. I'm gonna get used to this as we go, and once I get my little macro pad, then it'll be easy. I'll get it, but I keep forgetting to alt tab and change my scene. Yeah, oldest and newest. We got Florida spots all at the top. This is gone. These are still there. That's gone. That's gone. Gone. Still there. Demolished. Kind of there. I think part of it burned down and it's like not the same anymore. Demolished. Still there. Demolished. That's reopened now, and I think we ran into police there. That's one of the explorations I regret. That one was dumb. We did not get out of Florida State until Six Flags. Six Flags is our first video posted that was not in Florida. And then we went to Atlanta, and then we went to Chattanooga. And then we were back in Florida for a bit. And then we drove up to the Northeast. We were in New York. There's Rockland State Hospital right here, these 3 videos. That's gone, but one of my favorites. Video's not that great, in my opinion, compared to the new ones, but one of my favorite places. I've just have good memories there. It was like we were a smaller channel still. It just felt like more like just for fun. It was less like for a purpose. We were just doing it for fun. And it just seemed like a different time. What year was this? 2016. So the Dome Hospital. This place is a lot worse shape than it was in our video. The crispiness has eaten itself all the way to the glass. So you can actually see like that gold ring in the center. It's starting to fall apart. The Schwab's is the 100K video. Yeah, 100K video 4 years ago. I actually have all my play buttons lined up right here. Oh my god, look at us. I need a haircut. I actually have all our play buttons right over here because I was gonna. We recently had this office resurfaced. We had to redo the walls because they got cracked from a tree. But I got this. This one is the play button for the second channel. We've had 100K on this channel for almost a year now. I think it's been like 8 months, but I finally, due to some delays and mess ups of the system, I guess it wasn't working right. We never got the alert. Finally got the 100K plaque for the second channel. So that's pretty sick. Now that I'm planning to use it more for live streams, but it says vlogs on it, even though I might change the name of the channel. This is the new play button with the reflector. It's like a mirror. There's the camera. There we go. Nathan, keep the Explorer look. I think I will for a bit. Janine keeps telling me that I shouldn't cut my hair, but it's like it's bad at this point. I have the beanie on to keep it out of my eyes just because it's easier. I'm gonna tag. Keep the name even though I'm not. I mean, we still can do vlogs on it. We made this as the and we can do anything we want channel. But this is the big one we got a few months ago. This is the million for the main channel, which is amazing. I never would have expected actually having this gold one. It's bigger than I thought, even though it's smaller than the old one, I think. But that's a big mirror right there. You can see the camera. Yeah, this is cool. The main channel, million plaque. I'm getting fingerprints all over it. And then I got the tiny little OG 100K from the main channel. It's a little dusty and dirty, but I think I'm gonna put them up on this wall over here. So I lined them up over there. I just got the 100K for this channel in the mail last week, and I'm just gonna put them up here. I think I haven't done it yet though. You're looking to buy some prints. Is it possible to get larger than the poster size? Unfortunately, our current largest size is 24 by 36 for 2 reasons. It just seemed like a decent size. Anything bigger gets significantly more expensive to print and for you to buy, of course. But also because we were shooting a lot of our old photos with the A7S III or A7S2, whatever, A7S, which is 12 megapixels. So blowing it up bigger kind of didn't look great. So that was also the reason why we didn't offer bigger than that. Most of the pictures actually on this print shop right now are shot on other cameras. I think A7Rs and A7 IIIs, not the S. So they're more megapixels, but it gets significantly more expensive. There's a snake in there. I can take him out if you guys want. He's just kind of hanging out. He hides all day. Yeah. Have I ever climbed a crane? I got dirt on me from one of those play buttons. No, I have never climbed a crane. I really have no interest in climbing cranes. I mean, I've rooftop before, but like, it's not that, it doesn't really, you know, get my interest that much. I guess you get cool shots, but whatever. Haven't really gotten into that. I was asked if is that a Porsche 911 diecast in the background? Oh, you see it, that little green one up there by the license plates. Yes, that is a Porsche 930 in green. I forget what color green. It's like a weird one. It's a little dusty and dirty. This, yeah, it's a 930 turbo. Does it say? No. Got it when we were at the Porsche Museum in Germany. Yeah. Okay, or don't focus. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it focuses back on my face because it has eye tracking. Yeah. I also, there's a lot. There's a bunch of diecast cars on here and just random shit. And then there's even one in the I put one in the snake enclosure just because. Yeah. there is a diecast bus in the snake enclosure, so when he comes out of his little rock and like puts his head on top of it, it's like some like B horror film or something. It's kind of funny. And I got a label maker, so I started labeling everything. That's why he has his own name tag under here. AT, thanks for the super chat. When were the Chattanooga live videos uploaded? Free 99 ass. Those were one of the first road trips we've done. The Chattanooga videos were 4 years ago. 2016. This one's a Chattanooga video. Look at the original intro. Yeah. This is a Chattanooga video. Whatever. Chattanooga video. Over here. 4 years ago, 2016. Jacob Steffens, thanks for the super chat. You want the snake? When's the snake's name? The snake is named Coop after Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks. Do you have any of your old A7S Mark II for sale? Yeah, I do have one more left. I sold one on eBay. I have another one left. I'm probably gonna end up listing on eBay, but Mythical Visuals, thanks for the super chat. Nice Twin Peaks reference. Yeah, that's Special Agent Dale Cooper right there. Sia Audia, thanks for the super chat. We're getting a lot of super chats right now. How'd you make the intro music? Michael made that years ago in Ableton Studio. I think he doesn't have the source media anymore, but it is on Spotify now. I did put we had a wave recording and I put that on Spotify, so. Yeah. What's the most creeped out you've been? I don't know. I mean, I've never felt like I was actually really like in major danger. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten desensitized after doing this for so long. But we were really nervous when we saw the guy with the light and the brush. Like, what the fuck was he doing? We were nervous when we we're always like on our edge when we see other people in the places. Marlena says we want to see the snake. Okay, fine, I'll take him out just because that was a super chat. Let me switch the camera so you can see. Well done. I dropped the cable for the temperature probe. here's the snake. He's just a regular ball python. He's kind of a dick a little sometimes. He's a little shy. He's a little chonky too. But he needs to be fed. It's about time to feed him sometime this week. Usually feed him every like 14 days. 10 to 14 days, but it ends up being like 14 days. Does it have a favorite food? Yeah, it's rats. He only eats rats. The rats are in the freezer. I have frozen rats. He's never seen a live rat in his life. He just eats them frozen. I thaw them in hot water and then feed them to him. And he just eats it. You just came into a snake. Hello, welcome to the snake stream. I got him in 2017 and he was like pretty small, so a couple years. Yeah, you just kind of, let's see if I can get him to spread out. Yeah, this camera focuses on my face too much. I gotta have to block my face to get the snake in focus. It's supposed to have animal tracking on it, but I don't think it has snake tracking. I think that's like dogs and cats. Yeah, he's a little thick. He's chonk. Yeah, the reason why I ended up with the snake a few years ago is just because they're pretty easy to keep. Like, they just sit in a rock all day, and you only have to feed them like every 10 to 14 days. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then, you know, there's, yeah, I mean, it's not like a dog where you have to like walk it every day. It's pretty low maintenance compared to a dog or a cat. Oh look, Janine's here. We got Coop out. The rats are actually, I have one rat right left in the freezer in like plastic bags on its own shelf. Scariest experience while exploring. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we've had a couple scary ones, mainly just other people being in the place we were at. Where's his head? There it is. And he's going to the keyboard. He's gonna start typing comments. We have never stolen stuff at a location grant. We don't take anything. As I was saying, the only time we've taken something was like a piece of paper when there was hundreds of papers and it was like a flyer for like whatever we're exploring. We don't take items. No, he's not a venomous snake. He's a ball python. He just hangs. Oh, he's pushing buttons on the keyboard. Okay, he just hangs out all day, eats rats, and does nothing else except poop. He's literally harmless. He's a constrictor. Devin, thanks for the super chat. Biggest regret on Explore? The biggest regret on exploring is when I go to like a place that's not worth the time, like it's not worth the risk, and then you end up getting caught there, or like something dumb happens where like security sees you. It's like, why even bother? That's the only time I've regretted exploring. Life low on batteries. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for exploring. I can't because of health issues, so it's cool to watch you. You're my favorite Urbex channel. Yeah, thanks. We try to make our videos where like we take you along with us for that reason. Like not everyone explores for many reasons, regardless of what it is. Like we want everyone to be able to see these really cool, unique places, and I feel like capturing them in videos like that make it possible. Janine says they're playing Among Us on the Discord server. If I want to stream that, maybe. I don't think I'm going to stream that. I think we've been streaming for over 2 hours. I think we're getting to the point where I originally started the stream to talk about videos, and now we have the snake out and we're talking about stuff that is not on topic, and I am getting a little tired of this. I need to drank almost a whole water bottle. Been talking too much, basically. Definitely Wednesday though. I said Wednesday. I'm gonna schedule a stream for Wednesday. It's happening. And Wednesday stream is a keyboard build. So the D65, that section on the floor over there. Finally build it. Yeah, I'm gonna end this in like 15 more minutes. That way it's 2 hours, 30 minutes, the stream's done. Okay. So any few more questions? Do I have a Twitch channel? I have a Twitch account. I guess I have a Twitch channel, but I don't stream to it. I've been just streaming to YouTube because that's where the audience is. A7S3 for videos. Yes, we have A7S3 videos on the channel right now. Oh, he's on the floor. Okay. And he's on the floor. Where are you going? I just gotta make sure he doesn't get tangled. He likes to go in the wires, and then he'll tangle himself in the wire. So you can't. Then you can't pick him up because then you're just stuck in there. What was I talking about? A7S3 for videos. Let's see, Firefox. Newest. This one, A7S3. That's not. This one's A7S3. Yeah, the water park is A7S3. Cincinnati Mills Mall A7S3, and this hospital A7S3. Those are the only three. But yes, those three are A7S3s. This one's A7S2, A7S2. The rest are A7S2. Don't let Coop in the radiator. He loves the heat, so he goes to where things are warm. Geez, a ball python, E5M, your ball python got in the circuit breaker wire, so that sounds like a nightmare. What do you think about the GoPro Hero 9? I got a GoPro Hero 8 right here. Barely use it, but I don't have a 9. He's now a he's squeezing my arm, so he's like a blood pressure monitor. What are you doing in there? Yeah, we started our videos with GoPros. I think we had like a Hero 2 Silver or whatever as our main camera. We filmed them all with the cameras on our heads, and that was our video. But over time, we just decided that they weren't good enough. I mean, this video is okay, but it obviously doesn't look anything like this camera. Like, there's no way to make this little camera, this GoPro, look like that. Yeah, ever since the Hero 7, I think they're pretty much the same. Would you ever go EV for your TPP vehicle? I don't think that's like viable at the moment. We do a lot of miles, so it would be a lot of stopping for recharges. What was the hardest location to get to? We've had some miserable hikes to places, like at night, in the rain, in the wet, with bugs and animals. I feel like the hike over to the Forbidden Explorers of the unfinished nuclear power plant, that was pretty miserable. That was miserable. But I feel like there might have been worse. I'm just not thinking of. Yeah. Go to Louisville soon. I don't know what's. I think we've been there. I don't think we filmed anything though. Like, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Yeah, Michael made the Forbidden Explorers intro as well. People didn't like that intro as much, but whatever. we kept the classic song, went back to just using the normal intro, kind of dropped the Forbidden Explorers. It didn't turn out to what we wanted. It was originally going to be its own series, but we decided to just make all of our videos kind of like we wanted for the Forbidden Explorers, so now they're all that good. We do spend a lot more time than we used to editing, though. Yeah. All right. Do fellow explorers recognize you on site? It's happened before, yeah. A couple times. Are we ever going to make another Bumps in the Night? I don't know. We've filmed a couple Bumps in the Night episodes, but nothing really happened. And then just a whole video of us waiting for something to happen on our ghost camera or our ghost meter, and then it's boring. It seems like a lot of people want Bumps in the Night. I mean, we have a couple night videos filmed. Would you guys want to see videos at night where we like pretend or try to talk to ghosts, but nothing happens? I don't know. I feel like it's not great. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the ghost stuff, so that's why we haven't made that many ghost videos. We've experimented with it because people have asked, but I don't know. Yeah. All right. Let's see what you're doing down here. He's squeezing me. He doesn't like sitting still when I'm holding him. There we go. Let's see. Is this how close is this focus? Here. All right. Go on. See, he goes right back into his rock. I lost the temperature probe. All right. You want an on-stream feeding? You want me to feed him on stream? Would you guys want to see him eat a rat? I don't know. I feel like that's too much. If you guys really want me to, I could do that on Wednesday. It seems like you guys do. Wow. All right. See, there's all these people say yes, and the one person who goes, ew. You mean he's gonna be eating? It's a dead rat. Like, the rat is dead. It's just dead already. He just swallows it. Is Michael going to stream here? Maybe do streams together? Maybe we can schedule some stuff. I don't know. All right, I think we're going to end it here. It seems like everyone wants, or not everyone, sorry, that one person, what's her name? Or Gleaming 999 said no. They said ew. But everyone else, it seems like they want to see the snake eat. What's he doing? Yeah, he's just in his rock now. All right. Okay, I guess we'll have to do it. My hair is crazy. All right. What's something, Devin asked, what's something unusual or interesting about the massive asylum you explored with the tunnels years ago that you couldn't possibly be conveyed in the video? It's not something like I can explain. I feel like it's just like us, that was our first real like tunnel system we've explored. It's just like the feeling, like the emotion of like it's like you've heard about these places, you've seen photos of them, but you've never experienced them. And like just being able to go through these tunnels and experience the sheer scale of these places and finding all of these artifacts left behind with this amazing old architecture and amazing murals along these hallways that were like unreal, like super old, like 1910s murals like that just seeing that had, yeah, it's the vibes. I think they saved those murals actually, so that's good. I think they're in a museum in local Rockland County Museum or something. You know, okay. OBS is that scary freezing thing again, which means it might be time to end, but I'll answer a few more questions. Gag reels or goose for April Fool's Days? You know, we've done a few Halloween videos. We've never done any other holiday videos. We've never done an April Fool's Day video, even though we've said we were going to, but like we never said publicly, but we've like, to me and Michael, we've like, we should do something, and we never did. We said we were gonna do a best of 2020 or a best of the previous decade when it became 2020. It didn't happen. I don't know. One day. I feel like we're too busy in our daily lives and too busy traveling to film places and too busy editing that we just don't have time, because we're the only two people. We don't have any other employees, no other editors, no one else. It's just us. All right. Where do you park when going to locations? Not right in front. Park at an active business that's close by with other cars. Park at a restaurant. Park down the road. I don't know. Just don't park right there. All right. I think we're going to end it here. Thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for watching. And yeah, the full video of the one we just posted, if you haven't seen it yet, it is linked in the description. The abandoned asylum, tunnel system, active power. We bowled. We set off the alarms. There's a padded room. Yeah, you know, all the good asylum stuff you'd ever want to see. Check it out. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.